Hey Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Nine Souls. I was actually going to end recording for the day, but I tried to leave where I could hopefully let the game save, but Ruri said no. You are going to record one more episode, and Kiwi is here, so this is recorded in front of a live studio. Kiwi, here we go. My lord, did you forget your servants and treaty the moment you turned around? I have to click into the game. Come on, there we go. What? Of course I haven't. You said you know... The root node in the pavilion. You really did forget. This is a critical issue. Please inspect it before you depart. Alright. Well, I guess we're just not allowed to leave the pavilion. I was just going to walk outside the front door and come back in the next episode, but I guess that's not an option. So we're going to start the episode off with some dialogue, clearly. We'll go ahead and talk with the chuckleheads up here first, though, since they seem to be doing stuff together. What have you got here? What are you doing with the 3D printer?
Oh, Schwan wanted to learn how it works, so I taught him how to use the multi-tool to take it apart.
While I was at it, I also uploaded a new blueprint.
None of this sounds like good news. Wait, what new blueprint?
I already mastered the use of telallergy. Drawing up a blueprint wasn't that hard.
This...
This ape-man kid can really pick up Solarian technology when he puts his mind to it.
Are you sure he's learning and not just playing?
I learn fastest when I'm having fun.
So how long will it take to print?
Guess.
I can't imagine it being anything useful.
That's a matter of opinion. I think it's quite worth collecting.
There's only one blueprint, so print it while it lasts.
Alright, what are we getting from Schwan? Let's see, create Schwan coin, a coin designed and made by Schwan. A large amount of gin was used to create this coin. Schwan's unique mark is printed on it, but other than that, it has no special features. Alright, that's pretty cute. We'll go ahead and buy it. Oh, and I have things to recycle too. Let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness, it's worth 2k gin. Like, is that all there is to it? I feel bad for disassembling it. I think I'll sit. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, look, the portrait we sold Chiyu is just sitting right above him there. That's great. That's great.
Oh, over the past century, I have studied and observed Solarian behaviors as much as is possible. However, there is one thing I am unable to mimic. Do you know what that is?
Is it love? Acts of violence?
That is what I choose not to do, not what I cannot do. It is dreams. Artificial beings like myself are unable to dream. I have tried limiting my performance and shutting down to induce fainting, but dreams have never come to me.
I like how he just like forces himself to faint in the hopes that he can dream. That's cute. Maybe one day he will be able to. Maybe we can get Kalfu to install a dream module into him or something. I get why it might seem attractive to you, but there's no need to think much of it. You don't always get to have good dreams. I think that's the truth. I mean, we just that feels like a natural follow-up to the nightmare zone of Lady Ethereal's realm. Anyway, all right, let's see what Kalfu has to say. Then we'll head over to Abacus, and then we'll go to the root node. Let's see.
Oh, I heard about what happened with Lady Ethereal. Thank goodness you were able to escape. How much did she resent you to have to lock you in her soulscape?
I almost said hellscape there. Now that I think about it, maybe it was the opposite. She probably did it because she thought I would understand what she was going through.
Really? What a pity. Among this group of lunatics, Lady Ethereal was the only one you could have a normal conversation with. Perhaps we're all responsible for her descent into madness.
At least she won't have nightmares anymore. Yeah, you can probably tell this is my 4th recording of the morning. I'm again trying to stockpile a couple episodes because my goodness, my work schedule is ripping ass. Is that what the kids say nowadays? No, I think that means fart. Never mind. Never mind. Oh my goodness. What are you thinking about?
Ripping ass. Last night's dream about ripping ass. Mom, Dad, Uncle Chubby, everyone was there. We were sitting around the fire roasting marshmallows. It was a great dream. Do you have dreams often?
Not anymore. Maybe because I'd been sleeping for too long. Well, it seems like we're getting a lot of... Hold on, I'm just correcting my position 1 second. There we go. My back will thank me later for that. Seems like we're getting a lot of dream-focused dialogue, which makes sense given the nature of our last encounter. Shenong doesn't have anything to say, so let's go stop by Abacus first, and then we'll see whatever's up with the brute node. All right, good old Abby, what you got for us?
My lord, there are 3 remaining zones left to deal with. They are the Research Center under Agong, the Empyrean District under the Feng Clan, and Ji's Grotto of Scriptures, where no one has set foot for centuries. Sounds like a fun place to go. I have very little information about the Research Center at the moment. Due to the extensive damage it has suffered, the entrance has also been obscured. Therefore, I suggest exploring the Grotto or the Empyrean District. Okay. You may access the Empyrean District through the Sky Tower, which is connected to the Daybreak Tower. As for the Grotto, its entrance is located in Gomang's Agrarian Hall. Very good. I appreciate this kind of detailed information at this critical time. Thank you for the compliment, my lord.
Alrighty, so we've got an idea of where to go. I remember, if I recall, and use the map correctly, like, okay, so I guess one of them is up here. I think there was like a rope we could just barely not reach, so that's probably the place to go there. Then the Daybreak Tower was this big tower up here, I see, that goes up further. So it would probably connect to... Oh, you know what? Maybe it was where that hat guy was. That's a great description of an enemy, and there's a wasted bow shot in typical fashion. Like, where is it? There it is, over here. Right there it is, right there. It's where all the bell puzzle, where the bell puzzle was. If we go up there, I bet there's a thing we can do. If I had to pick and choose, I don't think it really matters. Why don't we work from right to left on this one, because we've been going left to right on everything else. But first, we've got some dialogue. Let's see who's going to talk to us in this little bubble today. Anywho, how you all doing, Kiwi? All you Kiwis out there, how you're I think I had an aneurysm. I'm fine. I'm doing great. I drank my tea. It had honey in it. I figured I'd try and relax my throat. My throat is still very much shot from the last 3 recordings, so this is going to be a bit of a stretch if I have too much dialogue, especially if another character like Shenong shows up. Hopefully we get some of the more nasally voices through this one, Schwan and Abacus and the like. I don't know what our next encounter will be, but if it's this area, I'm going to presume we're going to be seeing Lear again, I think was his name. Oh, Kiwi! Double jump! Yes! Oh my goodness, I called it. I knew it would happen eventually. I'm so happy.
This is rough and jagged terrain. I need to think of something.
Jump again, buddy.
Could I harness the natural world to climb upwards? Not impossible.
Anything else to say? I do wish you spoke a little bit faster so that I could maybe not sit around waiting for your dialogue to pop up. Alright, I guess it's not Lear then.
Looks like you also made it, my friend. Not bad.
Anything else?
Imagine yourself stepping across the clouds, dancing amidst heaven and earth.
I know I've said this before, but it really doesn't. I can only blame all the abridged series I watched and the British voice actors running it.
What haste! It's as if I have transcended all physical constraints with this technique. It took 20 cycles for this Feng Shi to develop these skills. I can now say that my training has finally concluded.
Anyway, I really can't explain the British accents for so many of my voices other than just, again, growing up around Martin Billany's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is like my main example of what would I call it? Homebrew voice acting. I'm not gonna complain though, honestly, like, at least I can do one accent semi-consistently. I'm really terrible at maintaining accents for any point of time, and the accents, like, the only time I really get accents to happen is when I'm hungry, weirdly enough, or really tired. The accents just start coming out by accident. Otherwise, I do have just the typical, well, like, Northern American accent, I believe. Cloud Leap. Muster energy from the elements and press A to jump once more in midair. Expands Yi's exploration range and allows him to fly over enemies and reach previously inaccessible heights. Well, that opens up a whole lot of areas, and I guess it makes sense because those areas that we pointed out to on the map, we couldn't access those before because we needed a higher jump. And now we have it. So that honestly means there are a whole lot of areas we can explore, including, now that I think about it, there was like a hidden thing in Yanlao's little gauntlet of things that opens a secret door. So maybe we backtrack real quick and see what that is, because I'm pretty curious. Oh, you know what? I'm realizing we're not back at the pavilion, so maybe now we talk to Lear? Aha, there you are, buddy. Why did I give you a Tristan voice?
Do you recall now, wait, do you recall now, fellow disciple? I did say I've met you before.
Oh. That warrior just now, that was you?
Yes, and thanks to your guidance, these Feng Shi combat skills helped to save countless lives.
This space has left me utterly perplexed. Wait, are you really Leia?
Yours truly has long abandoned that name.
So I've actually been talking to a ghost. The way I see it, you abandoned much more than just your name all those years ago.
And why would you put it that way?
You led the Feng Shi to isolation and advocated ruling through inaction. By sealing scientific progress on Penglai for hundreds of years, you have made it difficult for this generation of scientists to move forward. So if Lear is from hundreds of years ago, and we're talking to him like he's talking to us like we helped him train, does that mean we're also from hundreds of years ago? I mean, it sounds like everyone was in some form of cold sleep, perhaps, but I don't know, something weird's going on here.
Is that the verdict future generations have placed on me?
That is the verdict I have placed on you.
To be perfectly honest, I have never ceased to reflect upon my actions. I am here not only to seek the Tao, but also to repent.
Don't blame yourself too much. At least you once brought peace to Penglai.
As chaos emerged once again, my attempt was indeed just a drop in the ocean of the infinite Tao.
This is not a trivial crisis. Would you like to save our fellow Solarians once again with me?
I have left the mortal coil for far too long. These old bones of mine have become far too weary to do much of anything. Moreover, I have stayed for too long in this limitless realm. I can no longer return to the present world.
That can happen. Then I better get moving. I don't want to get trapped here. It's a shame, really. I still have so many questions for you.
May we meet again under the auspices of the Great Tao.
Alright.
If all that awaits is the void, why cling to a single idea?
It was definitely a choice to make Tristan have the voice of the great prophetic sage type character. Definitely a voice body character mismatch, but I was on the spot thinking about what to do. Oh, it's raining in here. Interesting. Any new dialogue with the kids around these parts? Doesn't look like it. Kiwi, I will fast forward through this section real quick in case, unless I have something new dialogue-wise. Oh, it looks like Chiyo has something to say, so let's go ahead and talk to him. Chiyo, what have you got to say to us now? Are you going to fancy Xuan's coin as well, perhaps? Alright, what have you got?
Oh, Sir Yi, may I have a moment of your precious time?
What is it?
Forgive my audacity, but I have seen you in the... forgive my audacity. Oh no, oh my goodness. Forgive my audacity, but have you seen the next volume for The Legend of the Porky Heroes?
The Legend of the what?
The Legend of the Porky Heroes, chapters 110 to 120, a thick tome indeed. I made a mental note of it when I saw it on the shelf earlier, but now it has vanished. I was wondering if you got to it first.
Did I take it? Maybe.
Haha, I knew it. You are a man of good taste. What a remarkable work. I picked it up to pass the time, but how it tickles my fancy and stirs the depth of my soul. Phenomenal. Yours truly would like to read it no matter the circumstances. Do you have a good price in mind, good sir?
Wait, we should probably check if we're talking about the same work.
Shush, you need not utter a peep. I wouldn't be so tactless as to not offer recompense. I have here another jade that I'm confident will fill the gaping hole left from depriving you of that masterpiece.
The Lorenz hole? Behold! No. We stop now. Just how many jades have you got hiding in your stash? Fine, take it. Enjoy your Lorenz hole.
I am forever grateful. The fate of the hero in his struggle against the Beast King has been keeping me up at night.
Beast King? I thought he was fighting mer people.
That was 10 whole chapters ago, man. Get with the times.
Iron Skin Jade converts some damage to internal damage, granting you the ability to better endure fierce combat. It's a 3, it costs 3, but that's another good boss fight Jade, actually. I'll have to consider that. I never actually changed out my Jade for the fight with Ethereal. That's probably a mistake on my part. Alright. Kalfu and Xuan Xuan, where be you, lads? Do you have... Okay, Kalfu's missing, which means he's probably with Xuan Xuan. Oh no, the kid's learning how to fight it with a sword. He's, definitely got some technique right there, Kiwi. Definitely some technique. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, that's good sword practice right there, Xuan Xuan. I don't know if that's, like, intentional or if it's just, like, not a clean animation, but whatever it is, looks a little weird. Alright, kid, what have you got to say today?
What did you bring me out here to do, kid? I don't have time for your monkey tricks. Oh, you're back?
Perfect timing. You have a minute? It's about this knife you gave me.
What? Have you mastered it already?
I think I've gotten the hang of it. Abacus helped me find a lot of information, and we even set up straw targets. Stand back and don't move. It's dangerous, so don't reach your hands out. Watch.
Oh. Okay, maybe he is better at the sword than I gave him credit for. This kid's like a little sponge for knowledge, isn't he?
Ooh. What do you think? How does it look?
You prune the bush into a... What is it?
Yes.
A squashed bug? I'm gonna guess a fish. It looks vaguely fishy. Or it's gonna be ye. It's gonna be ye. It's definitely gonna be ye. I'm calling it now. It's
Oh, it's definitely an insect. Look, the pattern on its wings look familiar.
I see. Oh, it's the mystic nymph.
I see it now. Isn't that your mystic nymph?
How could you even tell?
That's right. I've always wanted my own mystic nymph, and I didn't want to bother Yi about it. So I decided to cut one out.
I gave you that blade so that you could learn how to fight, not how to perform circus tricks.
Oh, I see. You should have said so. All you said was that I was going to learn how to use it. Who looks at a knife and just assumes it's used to stab other people?
Kiwi. Definitely Kiwi. She has a small collection and a sword. Let's not talk about it any further. Okay, my girlfriend's kind of cool. Actually, she's my fiance, soon to be wife. Man, that's awesome. She has a lot of stabby things. That's less awesome, but also pretty awesome, as long as they're not stabbing me, which sometimes they are. Not usually intentionally. This is getting complicated. Back to the story.
I can't. I'm just no good with weapons. Maybe I could use it to plow soil or shovel dirt.
If one day someone wanted to hurt you, do you think you could protect yourself?
Of course I can. Once they see the beautifully cut flowers and trees, they'll want to ask me how I did it. Then they'll find uses for the weapons that are far more interesting than hurting me. That's how I plan to stop them from hurting me.
That's a cute idea. Very, very childlike wonder with this kid. I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Give it up, my primate friend. You're dealing with what's called an unwavering personality. Give it up, my primitive friend. You're dealing with what's called an unwavering personality here.
Chuan Chuan is definitely committed to his bit. That is for sure. Oh, you have something to say too? What's this about? A lot more dialogue this episode than I expected. Have you found what you're looking for? Oh, there was something on the map. I missed it. I think there was a picture of a Shanghai on the screen, but that's about it. Also, did he always have this goofy t-shirt on? I think he did, but it looks like he has like a little scribbled drawing of something. Anyway,
Not Solarian business.
okay, don't worry, I wasn't looking. I was just curious whether you had found whatever you were looking for.
Shanghai 9000, looking for someone.
Who? No, never mind, I shouldn't pry.
Shanghai 9000, looking for friend. Will you be my friend? Friend.
No, definitely not. A friend? What model?
Solarian.
You should look in the Enlightenment. You should look in the Enlightenment Sanctum if you're looking for Solarians. Friend. Oops, wrong voice.
Friend, not in Enlightenment Sanctum. Friend, not sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If they haven't been sleeping, all you're going to find is a body.
Doesn't matter. Almost found friend.
Aw, he's looking for his friend. That's a lot cuter than him just being mean and distant most of the time. I'm curious, like, there are a lot of little plot lines and I'm very curious to see where they go. All right, Chuan Chuan does not seem to have any new dialogue. I'm still gonna talk to him just in case, because he didn't, I don't know, let's see.
I promised that I would be good and stay right here. But after you're done with your business, take me out to see the sights.
All right, yep. No new dialogue for Chuan Chuan. I'm gonna pop up to Kaofu, and then I think what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna fast travel to Yan Lao's territory and see if we can see what's behind that big fancy door of his. Now that we have the double jump, I think we can probably get up there. So I'll skip the backtracking through areas we've seen before, and I'll just fast forward to it. So I'll be right back, Kiwi. See you in a little bit. So conveniently, Kiwi, it looks like there's a route node that leads right to that door. We have 3 things to find and unlock, and if I recall, there was one somewhere directly to the right of where we unlocked. So I think this leads to where we fought Yan Lao, and then to our right we had like the secret door that we couldn't access because he kept shooting at us. But I bet he can't shoot us anymore now that he's dead. If he can still shoot at us, I'd have some questions. Yeah, it looks like we're safe. So let's go ahead and hack this, and that'll be one of the 2 doors, or one of the 3 doors we have left to unlock. And then I presume the other 2 are in his little gauntlet challenge, so we'll have to hunt about there a little bit. In the meantime, what can I talk about? So I guess I did drop the bombshell of, oh hey, we're getting married, woohoo. I should sound more excited about that, and genuinely I am. I'm also exhausted from 3 or like almost 3 hours of recording perhaps, and the tea I drank made me incredibly overheated and sweaty. Forgive me for that description. Anyway, yeah, we're in just about 2 months we'll be married potentially. We're still figuring out the thoughts. We're planning on doing kind of like a small little family gathering and then a bigger ceremony later, probably a year from now. But yeah, that's something to be excited about. And unfortunately, I'm not playing Celeste, so I can't do a like weird like edit in a fun story sort of thing where I talk about getting married. But you know what? Maybe that's an excuse to go back to Celeste and see how I fare if I try the challenges again, and then just be like, hey, so Kiwi and I are getting married, and this was the series I talked about, or I played when I talked about proposing. You know, there's something up here that I haven't seen. It looks like we're gonna have to explore this area a little bit to find what we're hunting for. Actually, if I recall, I think what I needed was in a different area altogether. Kiwi, what I might do just to save time is fast forward through this section since we have played it before. I'm not a fan of like rehashing old hat if I don't have to. Too slow. So yeah, why don't I'll go ahead and fast forward this section as well until we find something that we can actually interact with. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at it and these doors have the symbols that I'm looking for above them. So I probably just have to make sure I find those doors, and then they'll have the keys I'm hunting for. In theory, we will see. So I'm going to keep fast forwarding, just a little bit of tidbit of realization while I'm passing through. Okay, I found one of them. It's this one up here. So that's, I think I'm still missing one, and I don't know where it is though. Because I saw 3 were not lit up, unless one of them was lit up and I just missed it. But I suspect I'm still missing one. Okay, it's actually the second room. The second room has the blue sigil in it, so I guess I'll look around a bit and see if I can find it. Oh. Well. Okay then. Alright, cool. In theory, we have unlocked that big fancy vault door. I will fast forward to that now. Alright, Kiwi, moment of truth. We are going to enter what I presume to be, if I recall, the boundless repository, full of all of the goodies that Yan Lao had locked away. Let's see what is in here. I'm going to presume either a fancy jade or a herb catalyst or something that like gives us a nice little upgrade. But one at a time. I guess there are going to be multiple things potentially. Let's see. This is just a standard component. This is going to be a Chi Swipe Jade. Increases Chi charge capacity by 1. After executing a precise parry, gain 2 Chi charges and take some internal damage. One must take damage to inflict damage. That's interesting. So basically, if I precise parry, I get 2 Chi charges instead of 1. Honestly speaking, I don't think that's too amazing for me, simply because most of the time these bosses do like 2 or 3 hits in a combo, and I parry all of them, and I only have 3 charges to gain with that. Hexachrome Vault Scroll. Vault Workers notes, the Fang clan's clothing, goods, and other belongings totaling 400 boxes have been received. Please handle them promptly and store them properly. No can do, the treasury is currently full. Yanlao's orders are absolute. Get rid of some of these other artifacts if you have to. Once that's done, strike this message from the record. The scroll contains a transcript of a conversation between Vault Workers. Interesting. Alright, we're still not done. We're still getting 2 more goodies. This one is Dark Steel. Awesome, we can upgrade our bow. Can be used to strengthen arrows, significantly increasing their power. Dark steel is the hardest metal found on Panglai. Anything it's processed into becomes virtually indestructible. It is found naturally in the Tian Shan Mountains of the Ji Kingdom, with only 3 ore seams ever discovered, making it extremely valuable. I agree. And then finally, Antique Vinyl Record, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Schwanschwan. Oh cool, the kiddo's gonna learn how to make music now too, right? This exquisitely crafted vintage record appears to be a collector's item. Real collectors would never play their collections. Something tells me that Schwanschwan's not going to be a collector and he's going to play that record and hear some weird sounds. I'm curious to see what plays though. Anyway, because of all the fast forwarding, I am grossly unaware of how long this episode has been going on for. Like the timer says 40 minutes, but I'm pretty sure we're at best like 15-20 minutes of content. So I'm going to go a little bit longer. Why don't we start heading over to our next destination for progress? And like I said, I think I'm going to go through the area by where Gomang was, I think. Just because it looks like, I mean, both, oh, goodness, Schwanschwan. I know you're probably playing a VR game, but that looks, I'm having PTSD flashbacks of what happened with Gomang when we beat her. All right, what's going on, kiddo, there? Your mouth is like wide open.
Haha, I miss you too.
How long? Oh, wrong voice. How long has the kid been in there?
My lord, it has been over 5 hours.
Yeah, I told you, he's gonna become a gamer. He's locked in forever. It was a mistake.
Not good. Stay back, I'm going to wake him up.
How do we wake him up exactly? And why do they have to stand back? Oh, we're hacking him. Okay. Interesting. Lame.
Wake up. Can you hear me? Can you see? Do you know who I am?
Hiccup. He looked like he just hiccuped there.
Yee, Abacus, Uncle Chubby, when do you guys get here?
Come to your senses. Your eyes are bloodshot and your lips are chalk white. How long have you been sitting? When did you last drink water? Blah. What happened? What did you see?
What? Nothing. I was just talking to Mom and Dad. As for how long, it feels like it's been several days. We were just talking about what to eat for dinner. Weird. Where did they go?
Oh, poor kid.
He is beginning to confuse hello. He is beginning to confuse the virtual world with the real world. It is a typical early symptom of disillusion syndrome. What do you mean? Are they gone? Aw.
Don't wear that thing for too long. It might make you sick, understand? A kid isn't going to understand that. Besides, he just wanted to see his mom and dad. I mean, he's, No. Maybe I should put it away.
Hey, I was halfway through one of those games. Can we keep it here? I won't use it for that long again, I promise.
Then also promise me that for every 30 minutes you're in there, you'll come out and walk around for at least 10 minutes. Abacus, keep an eye on him.
As you command, my lord.
I said it in the first instance of him getting that headset. He is going to become a hardcore gamer, and we're all going to regret it. Oh, here you go, Antique Vinyl Record. Guess we're giving that to him right away.
Wow, this thin stone looks so pretty. Are you going to decorate the pavilion with it?
This is a record. It is used to store music. It would be easier if I just let Abacus demonstrate. Oh, Abacus! Come over here, my little projection buddy.
Their record players are interesting. I guess it's to be able to make it so we can see. Oh, I should listen. I can dig the music. This is fun.
Whoa, it sounds like there's people inside. And this voice, it sounds really unique, like they have an egg stuck in their mouth.
That is a description.
I too can sound like I have an egg stuck in my mouth.
I know this song.
Okay.
Oh, hello. It's Millennium Moment, released by Feng Zhang in the year 2986 of the Turbulent Era. It's a song that had a huge influence during the Millennium of Inquiry. What is it about? A Millennium Moment? How long is it? How long is that?
Millennium Moment, your chains still mattered. Millennium Moment, your thoughts unfettered. Sounds like a weird pop song. Your
thoughts unfeathered?
unfettered. Thoughts unfettered. It describes the vibrant clash of different ideas during that time. People were tired of the endless wars, so they kept thinking, trying to imagine a way out. For that reason, many films and shows were set in that beautiful era. If I remember correctly, this was also the theme of a best-selling movie. I loved that movie and definitely went to see it more than once.
Grand strategists, stay off.
Oh my goodness, I cannot transition between Yi and Ruyi's voice today.
Oh yes, Grand strategist, Stay Off was actually a box office bomb on release.
Does that mean that means it was bad, right? Right?
Rest assured, my lord, good taste isn't defined by the masses.
Thanks for Yi. I'm sure Yi very much appreciates that comment. All right, kiddo. Anything else to say? Good. So, interesting song. I appreciate the design on the record player for this game so that we can actually see the record spinning, even though it's definitely not the typical record player design that we likely associate with it. Anyway, let's head to Gomang's castle. We'll get a brief look at the new area, and then we'll call it an episode. Sound good, Kiwi? Sounds good, Jeff. You're not Kiwi, you're Jeff. Yes, I am Jeff. You are also Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. I'm not insane. I'm just tired. This is the same thing. All right, teleporting to Gomang's Agrarian Hall. I would love it if I could see a little bit more zoomed in where I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna guess it's over here because this doesn't look like it has an exit to the top. Hopefully I'm making the correct decision. We will find out soon enough. I honestly do not like this game's map. It provides enough information for the important bits, but I hate that it's so disconnected. Why don't you do what every other Metroidvania does, where all of the segments of the map are connected to each other, and I just pan through them? Why do I have to have them separated out like this? It's weirdly cumbersome, and it doesn't feel good to use. But if the map is gonna be the one criticism I have of this game, you know what? Pretty good game. All right, this must be the way we have to go, because there's no way I would have been able to reach that without double. Hey there, kiddo. Long time no see. You're finally here, my friend. You knew I'd come here. It's a coincidence brought together by fate. You may not like it, but you will have to put up with my nagging. What are you doing here in the Grotto of Scriptures? I was about to ask you the same question. Are you offering incense to these fallen Taoist saints? I'm looking for the soul in charge of this zone, but you should already know that, Oracle. Knowing the outcome hardly reveals the motive. As a reminder, if you wish to proceed, you must be extremely careful. The Council tried mining this grotto in search of Fengshi technology, but their expedition bore little fruit, and many lives were lost due to the numerous traps. How do you know all this? I know a lot, and forget a lot, but everything here is still fresh in my mind, including events from even earlier. When Lear brought his Fengshi guild here, he proclaimed that he would create a utopia. These caves were home to countless magical new technologies. After the peaceful unification of Panglai, this was also where he made his famous Inaction Declaration. The Inaction Declaration... I am really losing my voice for ye. The Inaction Declaration, that was when Lear turned his back on science. He had his reasons, not unlike yourself. Are you not also working against your past? So you do know me. I don't think there is anyone who is unfamiliar with the new savior of the Solarians on this island.
No, you're not just any Solarian, I can tell. Are you a descendant of the ancient Kunlun tribe? I thought they all evacuated before we took off. It was rumored that many of them had special abilities. That would explain your precognition.
Oh, are you finally ready to admit that it's not just a superstition?
As of now, I'm not quite sure. There must be some principle behind it.
Believe me, too much is in the universe for which there is no truth. If you don't mind, would you like me to divine your future for you?
Fine. I might get some useful information out of it.
There's no need to be coy. There are those who would give up their entire fortunes for a chance like this. Now close your eyes and clear your thoughts. Guess we're just gonna meditate. That's a cute little orb. I'm sure won't factor into a boss fight we're gonna have with you eventually. I guess this is your territory, isn't it? Alright, what crazy thing is gonna make you fight us now, right? Yep, called it. I see. It is you.
Yes, it's me. I'm Yi. We knew this.
What about this junction? Ah, magnificent. Simply magnificent.
How was it?
Over the last few, no, wrong voice. Over the last few millennia, I have only observed a divergence among a handful of souls.
You keep saying things that no one would understand. What were you mumbling about to yourself just now?
My apologies, my friend, but this secret cannot be divulged.
Are you mocking me? You better give me an explanation.
I will. Come to my royal hall within the depths of this grotto.
Royal Hall? You're,
We shall meet again, my friend.
Well, I guess to no one's surprise, he's probably a Saul.
Hi, Ruri.
My lord, I have found it. There is a high chance that the mysterious individual wandering around may be...
Gee, the Saul in charge of this zone.
Excellent, my lord, so you already knew.
I just confirmed it. Your timing was a little too perfect.
My humblest apologies, my lord. However, his age and form don't seem to match, and with the limited information we do have...
It's fine. I should have paid more attention. I didn't think it excuse me.
Sorry, my diaphragm is revolting.
I think it's fine. I should have paid more attention. I didn't think it'd be possible for him to regain his youth.
Please take care, my lord. This individual is highly unpredictable. No one is aware of why or how he was selected to become a Saul.
Got it. Let's leave it at that. I need to catch up with him and see what he's got up his sleeve.
Understood. I shall take my leave.
Alright, Kiwi, I think this episode is likely gone on long enough. I'm at 50 minutes of recording time. I don't know how many minutes that is of not recording time, but I think this is a reasonable stopping point. I'm gonna go save at the J node, and we're gonna do our sign off. Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. In 2.5 months, we're gonna be married, and that's crazy to think about. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to so much more. Until then, Kiwi, sleep well, and I'll see you in the next one.